Alright everyone, it's time for another Sailor Moon chapter. This time, well, it's codenamed Sailor V. And this time, Chapter 6, Showdown. Sailor V vs. Cybergirl Warrior. Our chapter starts off with, I am Sailor V, 13 years old, first year middle school student. An average, ordinary, ever so quiet beauty who's sleeping in bed and is late for class. Her mom wakes her up, and she's off to class. The problem is she's playing those goddamn video games. Again, she didn't know where to stop. And I've been there too. Yeah, we've all been there. Playing games, we say we're going to stop, but we keep going because we just want to keep playing the game. We don't know when to stop. Anyways, moving on. She sees these kids bullying these two little kids, and she transforms into Sailor V. Artemis has a freak out going, damn it, Ma, you know you're not supposed to. Yeah, because she's using Sailor V to pick on bullies, who are picking on little kids, so it's a good thing. A good thing she's stopping bullying from happening. So after that, she rushes the kids to school because after she defeats the bully, she goes, gee, I'm late, and rushes the two little kids to school while she's off head to school herself. Actually, it's interesting. She's also upset because they're interfering with the buses and blocking foot traffic. When she's at school, we learn about a new video game that's getting released today and that everyone wants it. She wants one as well. And after that, and so on and so forth. Gee, I wonder what this video game is going to lead to. We'll find out. Next, we see that the Inspector General is getting ready to fire the detective because he can't solve any cases instead of who's taking all the fame. And basically the Inspector General tells him, solve some cases, and kicks him out of the office. And then she secretly starts dreaming of Sailor V again. God damn, she is such a fangirl. Inspector General, you are the biggest fangirl I've ever seen for Sailor V. Even listening to this. Says, you make me so sad, V-chan, just because I have to be the Inspector General. I can't be your attendant. Can't read right now. More openly, basically, as a poster, and she's dreaming of the day when V will work for the police force. She's a fangirl. Anyways, we see that the video game is, what else, is set up by the Dark Agency. Damn, the Dark Agency's game quite popular. They know how to market properly, too. But we see that the new video game has become quite popular at the Game Center, and who do we see there? Usagi herself, Sailor Moon. We see that Sailor Moon wants to play the game. But she can't. She has to get to school. Hold on a second. She has to get to school. And her friend tells her, come on, or I'm leaving you alone. She goes, why? I want to go inside. Yay, our soon-to-be champion of justice, Sailor Moon. Wanting to go play a video game. Nothing really new there. So after that, V comes in. He goes in, sees how busy it's getting, and realizes that the situation is getting real bad. Not to mention this is supposed to be the most realistic games on the planet, and this thing actually does punch you in the face really, really hard, and apparently people like it. And apparently it's causing a very ugly scene with all the kids fighting over a video game. And who do we see next to the arcade machine as well? Sailor Mars herself. Yes, Sailor Mars is in a little bit here. Basically, she thinks something's up with there. There is a disqualifying atmosphere in there. And they tell her, it's nothing. Oh, come on, we have to go. And so on and so forth. She leaves. And apparently after that, one of Sailor V's classmates has the game, actually got the game, and lets Sailor V borrow it. And she's about to play it when her mom takes it away from her. Don't you just hate that when your mom takes it away to make you go study? Reminds me of an episode of Nostalgia Critic. And Lankara is her grandmother. Never mind. The next day, she sees that everyone at school is going absolutely crazy. So she decides to check what's going on, and apparently it's the Dark Agency, and it's that new video game. She heads back to the game. She heads to the game shop where the headquarters is, and we see that someone actually has taken down a poster, ripped a poster Sailor V, and starts stepping on it, claiming that this new game is superior to Sailor V. Reminds me of fanboys. PlayStation fanboys and Xbox fanboys, to be exact. Well, let's go with Nintendo fanboys in there as well. But we see that there's massive fighting going on. And it turns out that one of Sailor V's classmates actually got a PC, actually got the hard drive for the game, and he's got to put it on to start playing when the evil villain herself comes in and says, "What are you doing? And who is the one who is distracting me?" They both freak out. So Sailor V has to transform. She saves him. She saves her classmate, and then She transforms into a maid, saves her classmate, and then transforms into Sailor V. Champion of Justice, the pretty guardian in the Sailor Venus has arrived. But then after that, she gets sucked into the video game. Eventually, her classmate breaks down the door and goes in, and he has to help her fight this evil new bad guy. Eventually, it takes a little time, but she does defeat the enemy, and the game is over. She wins and causes some damage in the roof of the place he lives by doing her Sailor V job. So, and our chapter comes to an end. This was an interesting chapter. It was a little on the repetitive side here and there. I did think she's kind of doing the same story a little bit. It's not nearly as bad as the way the Sailor Moon anime was, but I'm noticing she's doing a little too much of the same story. However, what I liked about this is the way she had to fight. She got thrown into a video game in order to fight this evil new villain, and in general, it was kind of cool to see one of her own classmates help her out to defeat this enemy. It's a solid chapter all around, and one I did enjoy for the most part. I will talk more about something I did notice with some of her writing. But one thing I did find interesting is that we did see Sailor Mars and Sailor Moon before they were Guardians. This is them just before they're Guardians, still in 7th grade. So I do get a sense she had the idea where she wanted to go. It was just how to get there. And I'm going to get more into that later once I get finished up with the last 2 chapters of Volume 1. But yeah, it was a solid chapter all around, and I'm looking forward to the next one. So anyways, this is Ash saying so long. I'm out. Good night.